Every athlete deserves to train and compete in a safe and healthy environment. But without transparency and accountability, athletes can be left vulnerable to mistreatment. From equestrians to swimmers to hockey players.
More than 50% of athletes experience abuse in sports.
It will take decisive action from all of us to end misconduct in sports. Learn to recognize these 6 stages of grooming so you can stop unsafe relationships before they begin. 1. Targeting the athlete. Abusers will use their position of power to exploit an athlete's desire to excel in their sport. This can happen to any athlete, anywhere, in any sport. 2. Gaining trust. By providing calculated attention and support, abusers can lower suspicion and gain undue confidence from athletes and caregivers, including even the most involved parents. 3. Fulfilling their needs. By giving small gifts, money, or special attention, abusers endear themselves to an athlete and create emotional dependency. 4. Isolating the athlete. Abusers want privacy and look for opportunities to be alone with an athlete. They may offer a ride home or extra one-on-one coaching. 5. Sexualizing the relationship. Once dependence and trust have been built, abusers will introduce inappropriate behavior, gradually pushing and blurring boundaries until they no longer exist. Inappropriate behavior may include physical touching, sexualized language, and emotional manipulation or harassment. 6. Maintaining control. Once abuse starts, abusers will use secrecy, threats, and manipulation to maintain the athlete's compliance and silence. Now, let's go back to that word, secrecy. It's important to remember boundaries can be crossed in broad daylight. This is why areas where athletes prepare, practice, and play should always be accessible to supervision. Let's call it the window rule. Every adult's interaction with an athlete should always be observable and easy to interrupt.
And if a conversation with an athlete must be private,
the rule of 3 requires that a third person must be present. This applies to online and phone communications too. Now, you may think, I would know if something is going on, but most people don't.
Prevention education must start early, as 13 to 15 years old is the average age of the first incident of abuse in sports.
And to those who bring up the age of consent, remember there's a power imbalance at play here. Consent isn't possible when an athlete feels they don't have a choice, no matter what their age. Are the athletes in your life ready for this discussion? Maybe not, but the adults most certainly are. And it's our responsibility to speak up for athletes and ensure their safety and well-being together. We ride together. All sports, one goal. Learn more and take the Coach Athlete Pledge at WeRideTogether.today.